Go ahead.
All right, so I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Tauris McBride. My company, Tauris Tech, is about 5-6 years old. And I started it because I've been teaching HVAC for, at that point, about 14 years. I was very frustrated with the fact that I was training people to get all these licenses and certifications, and it didn't necessarily guarantee people would get a job. And the only thing that I realized that actually led to a job was some type of real world experience. And I would tell people, you can be trained in whatever. I worked at a union school. They had literally 100 different classes, and it didn't matter because you couldn't put it down as work. The only thing that really matters is work. Aside from your family and your faith in this world, work is the most important thing that you have because it speaks for who you are. And everything I believe in is about work, and I believe all my friends who are here think very similarly. And we are in a position in this country where we're in a lot of trouble because we don't have enough people working, or at least not working in the way that they want to work. And this program that we are undertaking here, this real world training opportunity, we are literally renovating a post for veterans of foreign wars, the people who have sacrificed the most for this country. Called my aunt the other day. She told me my birth father served in Vietnam in 1968, didn't even know that. Honorably discharged. So this is very, very personal to me. And I'm literally funding this out of my pocket, but at the same time, I would not be able to do this without my friends. Farouk, he left earlier. He's a GC on this project. Without him, we wouldn't have the permits. We wouldn't have the architect. Without Alberto, he's our site safety manager. Without Ozzy, he's our master electrician. Without Rick, he's our master plumber. Literally, everything that is happening here is a team effort. This is something that is so much bigger than I am. And when I leave this planet, I want to know that I'm doing something for others besides myself. And the most important thing we can do is put people to work. So literally, I'm going to introduce these guys to you first. These are the people who are undertaking this project. You can see pictures over there. The condition that this place was in when we first discovered it, like literally, the VFW was essentially bankrupt because they had so many problems with the building department, they had so many HVAC problems. We're HVAC school, so the thought was, okay, we'll come in here, we'll put in heat pumps and they'll solve all their problems. No, they had problems with insulation, they had problems with mold, they had problems with asbestos, they had problems with everything. And it's all these things that had to be immediate, that had to be resolved, that it took a team of people to resolve. So literally, the entire building had to be waterproof because there was so much moisture being sucked into the building from the outside. So I asked these guys to dig dirt back there 6 feet down, 5 feet across, 70 feet wide. And they did that. That right there is what they did. They applied the tar, they applied the rubber, they poured the cement. They did that. Why? Because I asked them to. They didn't argue, they didn't fight, they didn't debate, they worked. They worked their tail off every single day. So now on their resumes, did everybody bring your resume? No, you didn't. But on your resume now, you can put that down as work experience. That is not education, that is work experience. Every single one of them, before they came to us, they had to have two things. Number one, their SST card. Number two, their vaccination. Okay? So, whether there's a debate about vaccination or not, in certain facilities, you cannot work. We have Memorial Sloan Kettering, which I believe is one of the largest hospital facilities in the entire country. You cannot work in a hospital without being vaccinated. You have schools, you have all types of residential, commercial, industrial buildings you can't work in without being vaccinated. So whether or not, you don't want to do it, if that's what you have to do to support yourself and your family, it is a sacrifice, right? So what I want everybody to do, number one, starting with my friend Donovan Gordon, head of renewable heating and cooling for NYSERDA, who is sponsoring this gathering, to speak about themselves, speak about their organization, and then speak about what they believe we all should be doing together to not just make sure that you guys get employed, but literally the thousands of people in this city and state who are in the same position.